then you have two people like we got squaring up on the red team who are going to bring the business to you, and it's going to be the Terry and the Kazuya, actually.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah, I was going to say, of all the characters I'd expect, Riddles' Kazuya is the one that's at least on my radar here, but I guess sometimes that punish game is just too good to pass up, even if the character's a little bit clunky in this format, and we're going to have the very speedy and flexible Terry to back him up.
That's crazy. Also, shouts to Deathspade on the Sora, which is kind of what I was interested in seeing, more so than the Bayo, in at least doubles. See how it works out. Already we saw a huge electric go around the charge shot and a bunch of damage coming through onto Andres and to IcyMist, but still fairly even, all things considered.
Yeah, I think Sora is a really good character in doubles, so I'm not surprised to see this pick from Deathspade. Kind of some miscommunications, hitting Icy a couple times, Icy hitting him a couple times, but hey, we're going to recover from that. Should be okay.
Yeah, there's some really interesting dynamics we're already seeing right now where some of those like loops with the aerials happen to have these incidental hitboxes that keep the opponent out, but I mean, they're going to need a lot more than that. Two huge hits from the red team, back-to-back stocks as well. Now blue team is going to have to try and make something happen here, but not really finding the marks. Somehow red team both find the footing.
Going to see Deathspade trying to chill out at the ledge here. Use Sora's amazing flanking to shake Riddles off of him. Ends up getting a kill for it, and another one on Andres right there. All right, back to even. Maybe these wacky floaty characters actually have what it takes to beat out the offense from Riddles and Andres.
Yeah, the like option from the ledge to kind of force that mistech situation on the platform. A great follow-up from Deathspade as well. And blue team is sticking together, even though they're kind of like in these two 1v1s. They're really good at kind of covering the teammate. Even right there, Deathspade almost had the save, but so tough.
Yeah, that's just another great asset for Sora in doubles, right? You can go so deep off stage, being so floaty with a nearly infinite recovery. Saving your partner is never out of the question. I'm not going to see it work out there, but something to keep in mind for the rest of this set.
Right, back-to-back nairs, and it was still close. That got to speak to, you know, the accolades that Sora's have. But right now, still splitting off of these 1v1s, kind of working out. Blue team finding some really good hits. Even the back air right there from IcyMist kind of opened up the stage.
Oh, the Samus jab going to drop. Riddles knocked off stage here, courtesy of that back air. Oh my god, and the drift with the upbeat, just good enough for Kazuya to grab the ledge. Red team maintaining this lead here.
Yeah, it's kind of tough though. Stuck in the corner right now. Huge command grab. Another one from Riddles. At least forcing the 2v1 right there, not taking the stock, but the Buster Wolf will. And now Deathspade's stuck at the ledge here. Gonna have to try and take it slow.
Two back-to-back supers.
Right.
The Kazuya Rage Drive into Terry's Buster Wolf.
And they have no meter on blue team. They just have magic spells that aren't really doing too much right now, just kind of like slowing down red team, but the down air actually finds the mark. There's a big opportunity if they can take this stock to try and even it up, but it's going to be the electric into the up special instead. Big pickup for Riddles, and now red team taking it home with another Buster Wolf. What the? How many supers do they have?
I know, right? Terry literally has infinite meter.
Right.
Make it make sense. Either way, yeah, pretty solid game one there from Riddles and Andres. It was very close at the beginning. Things started to just fall apart for Icy and Deathspade, and I mean, how could you blame them? You have to play so perfectly in all these interactions against these characters. Even though they need to get up close to really shine, it's a lot harder to keep them off your back when there's a whole other teammate and your own teammate to worry about.
Right. Yeah, a lot of those big hits that we saw, work wonders for the blue team right there, like the Sora aerials, the Samus aerials. There was some incidental damage too because they're just so big and pretty powerful. There's some friendly fire, some stepping on toes, but that and that double nair from Riddles kind of made the difference. All things considered, though, a close game. Maybe the counter pick here on Hollow Bastion could be all the difference. Already looking pretty comfortable right now, just about even.
Yeah, everybody getting beat up just a bit at the beginning here, other than Riddles, and there we go.
There it is, yeah. Okay, big throw opportunity, but that was smart. A little bit of a stall, kind of made room for the match right there. Blue team looking good, kind of wrestling that center stage, but Deathspade so comfortable off the ledge.
And how could you not be when you're Sora? You can literally fly. You have 4 up Bs for all intents and purposes. Oh, the power dunk, though, going to hit Riddles right in the head, potentially setting his teammate up for a big ledge trap. No, okay, going to slip on by those bombs. Whiffing a couple electrics, but fire into dash attack will actually pick up a kill.
Ooh, okay, and the get up attack, too, into the dash attack. Red team kind of taking a bit of a beating right now. Blue team at some mid%, and what an option from Deathspade. That was a huge pickup.
Yeah, I don't even know if that was necessary, but it looked cool.
Right.
So we'll take it. Ooh, electric Wind God Fist into Blizzaga. All the elements.
Never thought I'd say that in my life, but it was a wonderful combo. good improvisation right there. Blue team holding on to the stocks is also kind of the difference maker right now at 100%, finding really good pickups in all of these big messes of neutral that we have in the center stage here. Oh, that was good.
I don't think that was untechable. I think just the hit lag on the back air was a little confusing.
Right,
Deathspade maybe not even used to being challenged like that out of Sora's up B. It's normally so tough to mess with.
And honestly, Riddles didn't really find that super or the command grab last stock, which is good for blue team. Those things are explosive. If they don't take the stock, they set up for a really rough spot anyway. And that could be what blue team's looking for. If red team can't land the supers, blue team could run away with the lead right now. Icy still on that first stock.
Oh, there it is, though. Rage drive. Gonna take out IcyMist right there. Wow, okay. Andres quickly to follow, and this is looking like a Game 3 situation, AG.
Definitely, definitely. We have a pretty comfortable Icy looking for that stock off the Kazuya on Riddles, but it's going to be the Sora aerials instead. It's so interesting that blue team has some pretty explosive options, but they also have this inevitability, right? Attack on the damage, you have Samus up throw to worry about, the Sora aerials to worry about. So even though those red team characters are so good at holding onto the stock, they have something to worry about at the end of the tunnel. It's not looking good at the moment for them.
Yeah, something I gotta point out is the long multi-hit nature of Sora and Samus's moves, right? Nair and Fair being 3 pieces, Samus's Fair and up air taking so long to complete. It gives your teammate a lot of time to react and set up their next hit. Right. They took such great advantage of that on the left side of the stage a couple seconds ago, and suddenly we're looking at a basically just as dominant game win from IcyMist and Deathspade here.
Right, and right now they look like they have every option covered too. Icy throwing up a bunch of different options, not really finding the mark, and somehow sneaking in a stock right there. Unbelievable.
Yeah, truly unbelievable.
Oh, okay. A bit of ambitious side special right there on the platform. Not going to get a huge punish, though, but like I said, the inevitability, blue team very fine with just taking whatever they can in each little interaction and then eventually cashing in that game win. And a bit of a change of pace considering how game 1 went.
Yeah, for real. I mean, you never really see the back-to-back body bags between high-level players. Usually it'll be a close match into a close response. And, yeah, I mean, when they're fighting lower-level players, they'll just smoke them 2 in a row. Right. So it's good to see stuff like that, though. It just means, like, hey, when we're on, we're on. And the characters we're playing, the matchups we're playing are a little volatile. But that makes for a good show.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, explosive game 1, a bit of a slower game 2, but I think that's kind of the story of the team dynamics here, right? If red team can put all that pressure on and keep it up, it's going to be hard for blue team to set up those situations that worked so well for them in game 2. But Talon City is a pretty interesting counter pick. I think they're going to have a lot of room to kind of slow it down once those platforms are in the right configuration or not in the equation at all. We'll see how it goes, though.
Yeah, of course, this stage adding another level of variance to the games here, or volatility. Oh my god!
So, okay.
Thundago with a charge shot coming from the other side. Where do you go? You're just in jail.
Right. Just looking down, stuck in between a rock and a hard place. And
bro, can you pick me up? I'm locked up. I need you to bail me out.
Well, you're where? Like, I don't have time to explain.
First guy I'm calling is AndresFN. Oh no! Terry and Kazuya back-to-back dying. Such low damage on the blue team as well.
Right, yeah.
Prime position to take this one.
Ice only at 33, so evasive right now. Even the defensive options are all hitting right now. The screw attack on the shield, dodging, and then just kind of playing evasive and very like aerial base, out of the way, and then trying to get a little fancy over on the left side, but getting punished for it finally.
You know, it's just so hard to catch Sora in general, but then when you have 2 opponents tripping over each other to try to get you out of the side B, which you can mix up omnidirectionally, and then Samus is shooting stuff from the other side of the stage, I can see why this team is going to make it pretty far in the bracket. Although, I don't want to count out Riddles and Andres just yet. Obviously, they're incredible players, playing some characters that murder you on hit. Wow, trying to break up the rise and tackle, but it didn't work. Yeah,
even at 126, Deathspade still holding on to that stock, and even right there, the electric hit. But Deathspade, really great presence of mind to respond, to break it up, make sure that stock does not disappear yet. The screw attack, going to set up a crazy situation, but it's going to be another screw attack that gives blue team the stage control right now, holding off red team at the ledge right here, and what a pickup!
Okay, it's worth it. Wow, okay, 2 for the price of 1. Icy killing her teammate in the process, but I think you'll certainly take that, especially when you're hanging on to 3 of your own.
Right, Sora at a pretty high percent. Definitely an unfortunate incident over there with the up tilt, but a wonderful trade too. Icy still on that first stock too, and tagging on the damage right now. Really great stuff. I'm loving the dynamic that we're seeing from blue team right now, but red team can make it happen. Like I said, very momentum based. If we see some of those big hits land, see some of that meter pop up.
Yeah, and blue team doing their best to literally ice them out. We see the Blizzaga shutting down the approaches. See all these projectiles and long hitboxes from the Keyblade and from Samus's kicks. It's just really tough to get through. I mean, you're pretty much only armed with your limbs, even if some of them are invincible.
Right. Okay, that's another good pickup right there. 3 stocks at 2 here. We do have the meter. We saw a lot of really good Buster Wolves in game 1 from Andres. If we see a couple of those, it could be the set, but it's going to be another huge hit for Deathspade to open up the stage for blue team one more time. Not finding the mark, but still looking good. Riddles trying to make something happen.
Oh, Icy going for a big play, looking to catch that drift back to center stage from Andres. It's not going to work out, but still, just got to tap it in at this point. Yeah, dash attack finishing the job on Andres. Okay, Rage Drive, can you punish it? No, just a little too slow. The electric. All right, Riddles trying to bring this closer, but an overextension is going to get him reversaled by the up air. Deathspade and IcyMist. I'd call that an upset, honestly. Great players for sure, but I would not have expected them to beat these guys, if not for the matchups.
Right. And I feel like the surprise in your voice when Riddles started hitting some of those things in that 2v1 situation kind of told the story where I was like, wait, this actually could still happen.
Yeah.
Obviously that up air kind of took the wind out of the sails, but that really does speak to how close it really was, despite the score difference. I'm so very surprised. At the same time, though, not exactly unexpected. But the fact that the blue team was so good at kind of slowing down red team, despite their roaring start in game 1, it was really just a sight to behold. Like you said, the Blizzards actually icing them out.
Yeah.
It's so hard to dash around that when you have some like charge shot you have to worry about or Zaire above them. And then Deathspade also did this really interesting thing where they started overshooting the aerials so that Icy could just grab them while they're shielding the Sora aerials. Really good stuff. And I don't know exactly how often they practice, but they looked like a well-oiled machine together, I gotta say.
Right, not only the players, but also the characters having a lot of synergy there. I think what you pointed out about the tether grab with the Sora aerial pressure, I mean, you have to hold shield for so long, right? You don't know whether he's doing 1, 2, or 3, and guess what? Regardless of how many it was, Samus is going to snatch you out of that. She can also just jump above Sora's spells and cover with forward air, which is active for so long. So I think that was probably the roughest matchup draw that Riddles and Andres could have run into. I know